What's going on, Shady People? ShadyPenguinn welcoming you back to another live Pokemon Wifi Alpha Sapphire Wifi battle today against a shady person. Kaito's Twitter link is in the description, or if you want a chance to be featured in one of these battles, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. My link is down there as well. We actually had one battle before this, and it was incredible, but unfortunately one of my monsters messed up. I still managed to pull out the W, but we're going to go over the team really quick. What we're bringing today. This is the new team that we built on the last Shady Teams episode. If you missed it, link is in the description as always. We have Mayweather the Toxicroak, Mandy the Mandibuzz, Flare, Bud the Arcanine, Leonardo our Blastoise, Mega Evolve the Flygon, and Lil Lily the Lilligant. Lil Lily is a monster. In the last battle, unfortunately, that was not recorded, it wrecked shop. It wrecked so much shop. So we're gonna see how it does in this battle. I know that the star was supposed to be Mayweather, but it looks like he's getting shown up yet again. My opponent is bringing a crazy UU team. The two UU mons on my opponent's team is the Arcanine and the Blastoise. The rest of his mon is actually lower tiered. So this should be an interesting battle. We'll see what happens. I am bringing the Lilligant, which is lower tiered, and it really looks like Lilligant will have a lot of fun with this battle. Remember, we were gonna have 3 battles with this team, so do not fret if one of these battles is not super competitive. I'm sure along the session we will find something entertaining, and we'll always have a good time just by hanging out and seeing what we can do with this team. So we're gonna go ahead and open up. Look at my opponent's team. I don't have rocks, so my opponent's really lucky about that because Arcanine, Scyther, and Glaceon all would not have appreciated the rocks. I'm gonna open up with my Choice Scarfer, kind of my lead to be, because I can U-turn out of there after kind of scouting what my opponent wants to lead with and see what they do. It's a pretty safe lead leading with Flygon. So we're gonna go in right now for our first battle of the session against Kaito, Overlord Kaito as his Twitter says, and we'll see what we can do. He's gonna open up with Anna the Glaceon. I like that name, Anna the Glaceon, that's cute. All right, well we're here with our Mega Evolve, and I'm actually just gonna go for a straight up Stone Edge. That was absolutely the dumbest thing I could have done. I should miss. Shadow Ball. Oh, I got so lucky. He overpredicted. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, that was the dumbest turn 1 I've ever done on the entire channel. Period. That's it. Period. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to switch out into Leonardo here against Anna because I don't know what Anna actually is. That damage does look a little bit Spexish, but I'm not invested at all. So I kind of, if I see an Ice type move here, which I hope I do, he just straight up withdraws Anna. All right, this is crazy. This doesn't make any sense. We're gonna Blastoise versus Blastoise. This is never gonna end well. Leonardo, can you come through with some Dark Pulses? We're going for a Dark Pulse. I'm gonna hope that he's not Mega and that I am Mega, and we're gonna have some fun with this. But Blastoise is definitely a threat to my team. Leonardo actually Mega Evolves first. I don't think that means much though, unless it just means that he's not Mega Evolving at all. But Blastoise is a huge threat to my opponent's team. We're gonna see he's also gonna rock out with the Blastoise. We got Turtles on the field, looking to swat at each other's faces. I'm really upset about that turn 1 that I just did. That was unbelievable. Unbelievably, Flygon deserves to be gone. I should just release it after this battle. So I do get to go first, and I get a Dark Pulse off. My opponent gets a Dark Pulse off. We'll see. We both do roughly around the same. I do a little bit more, it looks like. I am a modest nature, so maybe that's why. You never really know. It's just a tiny bit more. Could have also been a roll, judging by the damage. But I really do want to preserve my Blastoise, but I'm going to stay and go for another Dark Pulse. I outspeed again, so maybe he's not max EVs. We're going to snag a 1 in 5 chance to flinch, and that is going to be the end of Blastoise on my opponent's side of the field. I'm guessing he's not max IVs, or you know what? Yes, I'm not. I'm max IV, or I just got really lucky and won 4 speed ties or 3 speed ties, which would be kind of absurd. So I actually prefer if he wasn't max IV. Maybe he's only 30 IV. Maybe he didn't breed for that perfect Blastoise. It's possible. A Glaceon is going to come out, and I am going for the Aura Sphere here. I'm going for the Aura Sphere boosted by my Mega Launcher ability. I think it's a pretty safe play. It does well over half, and we're gonna see another Shadow Ball from this Glaceon, just trying to Shadow Ball everything. Gonna do an okay amount, no Spadef drop. I'm gonna go with the Dark Pulse. I'm gonna predict the Ghost type to come in. What's your name? You're a superhero. You look like you're ready to save the world. It's kind of risky for him to do that though, because he doesn't have type advantage beyond that. He's just gonna be immune to the Aura Sphere unless he's gonna work something else in after that. But he does have the Scyther that he could also switch into an Aura Sphere. I think he's just got to let Anna go down, and I overpredicted that turn. We're going to go ahead and say that I overpredicted that turn, and he's going to let Anna go down. And I don't know that a Dark Pulse will actually take Anna out. Judging by the Aura Sphere damage, I don't think it will. So let's see. Did I overpredict this mongrel? Or is he going to just switch out like I thought? He's not going to switch out. I knew that after realizing everything. Unfortunately, the Dark Pulse just barely misses taking out his Glaceon, and Leonardo is going to go down even further in HP. Now there's no reason not to Dark Pulse, because it's going to KO no matter what. He's really happy with his decision of staying in, I'm sure. This Leonardo would have been really good against my opponent's entire team, except for the Golduck, but I mean, I could just Dark Pulse for fun. For trolls! And Alphonse! Oh my gosh, does that mean you're gonna rock a Shadow Sneak? Will Shadow Sneak take me out? You know what? I expect a Shadow Sneak. Do I preserve Leonardo for anything? I really don't have to. I'm just gonna go for the Water Pulse. I really don't have to preserve Leonardo. There's the EQ. It outspeeds. Alphonse is outspeeding into the EQ. I actually almost went out into my Arcanine. So we can see this thing is going to be a bit of a problem for us because we do have an Earthquake weakness in both Arcanine and Mayweather. But I have freedom right now to show you guys the power of Lilligant, especially against my opponent's team. It will have power. I'm going for the Sleep Powder. I expect the Arcanine to come in. I definitely expect the Arcanine to come in. Warsickle! Oh, actually, wow, went out. Oh, no! Well, that's a problem. Okay, so here's the thing. I run HP Rock. I don't know that it'll KO. I think I outspeed a Scyther. Scyther's really fast. I'm not throwing Lily away. I'm not throwing Lily away. I'm going out to Air Bud. Flare Bud. If I'm going out to Flare Bud, forget it. I'm not throwing Lily away. There's no rhyme or reason for me to do that. Unacceptable even. Unacceptable even. That's what it would be. So Flare Bud's gonna come in. We're gonna get an Intimidate off. I'm expecting some sort of Aerial Ace type deal. Bug Bite even. That makes so much more sense. We're gonna resist it, be able to eat it up. He's gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, and we are forcing a switch for sure, ladies and gents. I kind of want to act on that and predict his Golduck to come in. So I'm gonna predict his Golduck come in. I'm gonna make a very risky play and go back out into Lil Lily. So Warsickle's gonna get switched out right here. And he's gonna go into the HAXDUCK. The HAXDUCK, is this Mo's duck? Was this found in the pond in the back of his house? Yes, it's a lake, not a pond. Forgive me, Mo, for insulting your lakehood. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be just fine though. We can Quiver Dance, we can see. I'm gonna Quiver Dance this time around. You know what? I'm gonna Quiver Dance. I expect an Ice Beam from that Golduck. And I don't wanna miss a Sleep Powder. And I really think that Lil Lily can take care of the rest of the team. I'd really like it if Lil Lily takes care of the rest of the team. I know it might be a little bit much to ask for from Lil Lily, but Lil Lily, come on. You can do this. You got this. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy 1, 2, 3Z. This is not what you... Okay, Golduck stays in. And we are going to QD up as my opponent does go for the Ice Beam. So I think we should be able to take it, especially since we got a +1 special defense. It is going to do overhead. Come on, man. What was that noise? Can you just thaw out, please? I'm going for Sleep Powder. Just thaw out, please. Please thaw. Yes! Yes! No! No! Oh my gosh, you wanna know what's nuts? I deserve missing these Sleep Powders. First of all, for that turn 1 faux pas. And second off, in my battle that I had before this one, I actually hit 2 Sleep Powders in a row. I hit 2 Sleep Powders out of 2 Sleep Powders. So definitely not a common occurrence. I think Mayweather can come in. Does Psyduck learn Psychic? Or does Golduck learn Psychic rather? I feel like it might. I always think that Golduck has Psychic. Golduck, what do you got? You have a blank set. That's fantastic. Let's see, Golduck. What do you learn? How do you learn it? Why do you learn it? I don't think you get it. I think that I always think you get it, but you don't. He's withdrawing HAXDUCK. Now that's fine for me because I just went for the Swords Dance. So Fire Fru is gonna come out. Probably my opponent's defensive Mon. Makes perfect sense. This is a bit troublesome for me. The question is, did I just make a mistake trying to set up again? That's the question. He outspeeds if he's fully... Oh, I'm running Poison Jab instead of Gunk Shot. You know, that's questionable. That's questionable, definitely. Poison Jab's a bit more accurate. Drain Punch really isn't going to do much of this thing. I'm only at +1, and a Fire type move is going to take me out, so I unfortunately have to go ahead and make the safe play and go out into our Flygon. Because honestly, Mayweather seems to be our win condition for the rest of this match. If we want to have any chance of winning, I think it has to be with him. So goes for the Will-O-Wisp. That really stinks because Flygon is going to get burned. So what I thought was going to end up being a pretty one-sided battle is turning out to be one-sided, but in my opponent's favor. I think that he's on a pretty good roll right now. I'm just going to opt to go for the Stone Edge here. I got to get some damage off in this Fire Fruit. I really wish I had rocks on this team because we could see all the switching that happens always in these battles. That's why entry hazards are so OP. Because switching is just what you do when you want to change your mind. I think we can still pull through. Hashtag bars. He's going to E-speed to try to finish me off. Wow. He's not going to get to. We're going to connect the Stone Edge, but we're burned, so it's not going to do too much. Oh my goodness. That is pathetic. All right, Mega Evolve. I deserve to lose you turn 1 anyway, so you can go for an Outrage. Oh, I have to go for Stone Edge. I'm Choice Scarfed, of course. I'm a foolish fool of a fool. So he's probably just gonna Morning Sun and let me go down to burn. I'm assuming that's what's about to happen here. We get a crit, and there's the Morning Sun. There's the Morning Sun. I'm actually really happy my opponent's most likely gonna win. I would say my opponent wins this game 7 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10, I think he wins this game. So this is going to become a pretty hectic match. I got to go out into Mandy here, and it's really just the Arcanine that's holding me back. I will go for a Toxic. This match could get a bit stally. Fire Fruit is going to want to do some serious damage to me. Now, I'm not physically defensive, so I'm bluffing that physical defense right now. I really am. We're going to see my opponent go back out into the HAXDUCK. Now, this is fine for me because, like I just said, I'm actually specially defensive. So if I can get rid of this HAXDUCK, that would be a good thing. To get rid of the HAXDUCK would be nice. I have to. My Mandibuzz needs to take out that Arcanine. My Mandibuzz needs to take out the Arcanine. So I'm going to go for the foul play here because I think we're going to take an Ice Beam. It is what it is. It is what it is. Man, getting frozen again. Another Grass-type Mon gets frozen. That is redonkulous. So we're going to get a foul play off. It should do an okay amount. It's stab foul play. Psyduck does Golduck does not have the most physical attack, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. We can see that the Toxic is going to start racking up. I will go for a Roost here. We're going to go... Oh my gosh, attract HAXDUCK. Someone watches the Heated Mo. I'll tell you right now, someone definitely watches the Heated Mo. Oh my Lanta. All right, so we're gonna go out into, I'm actually gonna go out into Flare Bud, predicting the Ice Beam. I don't wanna go out into Toxicroak again because I really don't want Toxicroak taking much damage. It's gonna be a long uphill battle against my opponent's Arcanine. It really is. I'm really glad this battle ended up being kind of, I mean, mostly due to my misplays and then a freeze hacks, but still, I'd rather have an entertaining battle due to some misplays than anything else. The Toxic is going to take its toll to the point where Extreme Speed will easily pick up this KO. And there's a chance that my opponent will switch out into the Superhero Alphonse. Is that thing still around? I think it is. We're gonna get the E-Speed pickup though, that's fine. He has the Scyther left. The Golurk. Yep, okay, so he does have the Superhero. He does have Alphonse left. I keep thinking that his name is Golurk, and I feel like that's a pre-evo. I'm not entirely sure. Golett and Golurk. No, Golurk is the right. Wow, look at me being ignorant. So we have Alphonse, Scyther, and the Arcanine left. Warsickle is going to come out. So extremely confident to go into the Warsickle here. I feel like this is a trap, but I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz. There's the knockoff to get rid of my Rocky Helmet. And Warsickle's gonna go down. Now that Rocky Helmet might have been the difference between winning and losing. Honestly, it could have been the difference between winning and losing. Like I said, I think that at this point in the match, Mandibuzz just outclasses the rest of my opponent's Mons, and I think that Mandibuzz should be able to come through with the W first, because Alphonse is gonna come out here. And I partly do predict the EQ. I'm kind of ready to let my pup go down, so I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Stone Edge is actually gonna be the move of choice in case the Mandibuzz does decide to come out, and it is also super effective. Now, I have a feeling that this thing is Scarf, judging by how fast it's been throughout this battle, so I'm gonna take, do I take the risk? Mandibuzz should be able to take a Stone Edge, right? Mandibuzz should be able to take a Stone Edge. All I know is that Mayweather cannot handle Arcanine. In any scenario, can Mayweather handle Arcanine? No, no. And we're gonna get intimidated. All right, I'm gonna go into Mandy. I think that Mayweather's kind of shot at this point. I think Mayweather is shot. We're gonna go for the Toxic or Foul Play. Go for the Foul Play. I think he's gonna go for another Stone Edge. Not gonna miss yet. We missed one Stone Edge, so hopefully he gets one that he misses. We're gonna Foul Play him. It should do just a large amount of damage. It's gonna OHKO. It's gonna basically OHKO. Okay, so we got the one-hit KO. We're gonna be able to get a Toxicroak in, but it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter at all. I really don't think it will. I don't think we can live a Flare Blitz. I'm gonna Roost just in case. Just in case, I think Roost is the best play to go for. In case he decides to E-Speed, we're gonna Roost up. But he's actually gonna Will-O-Wisp for residual damage. That is not a terrible play. That is not a terrible play, but it will allow us to Roost up, and I have to decide, do I go for the Foul Play or do I get some Toxic damage off? I feel like Toxic is the best play because this is a defensive Arcanine. We've seen the Morning Sun and the Will-O-Wisp. So we know that he's defensive. I don't know if we've seen an item yet, so I think he could be rocking the Rocky Helmet, judging by the fact that he does not have leftovers. So we're gonna actually see the Flamethrower, so this is really good for us. We've seen his entire moveset. We can take Flamethrowers, we can outstall him if we have to, and I think that's honestly what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to some Roost, it's gonna come down to some Toxic, it's gonna come down to just patience and perseverance, which it could actually go either way with a crit. The match is not sealed up yet. I could definitely go either way. I'm gonna Roost up here. I think it's the safest play to Roost. He could keep flamethrowing me. He's gonna actually E-Speed me, which will probably do around the same amount as the Flamethrower as it does. You guys can see the Roost is gonna go off. And now I can Foul Play him. And I think we're just gonna go double Foul Play into Sucker Punch because I don't want to elongate the battle too much, but I think the double Foul Play into Sucker Punch wins us the game. I think. Now, of course, he's gonna Morning Sun up at some point, which will probably be the next turn after I Foul Play right now, which will give me the opportunity, well, do you want to Roost while he Morning Suns and win the war because you have Toxic damage racking up, or do you want to go ahead and go for another Foul Play? And we'll see how much this Foul Play does. Like I said, he's defensive. So, the match, he's gonna forfeit because he knows that if it turns into a Toxic stall, that it is gonna go in my favor. I was actually, like I said, just planning on going Foul Play, Sucker Punch. So that would have been a mistake because he could have Will-O-Wisp, he could have Morning Sun. He had every potential to win that match, but I understand if I was just gonna play like a stally player, he was gonna be outclassed every time, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 actually. So thank you so much for that battle. If you guys enjoyed that battle, please go show some shady love to that thumb down below. It needs your touch, and we're gonna come back for 2 more battles with this team. I love you guys so much, but I'm gonna get the heck out of here and record those battles. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it